Sip Krishna, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Bliko, Sip Shair, Sip Ahem, Sip Krishan, Sip Atma, Sip Vanita, Sip Sudeep, Sip Meenakshi, and the rest of you who are many people still joining the call. We had a technical delay in starting, but we are here. We are, and the topic for today's discussion, uh, administrator, why do human beings remain unhappy and stressed out, whereas others possessing life in nature seem to be happy and peaceful? Dog is wagging its tail, birds flying in the sky, cat is doing meow meow. Everybody seems to be happy, but human beings are unhappy. Human beings are stressed out. Can you understand why? What is the reason? Who would like to? Who would like to try? Yes, we have we have Krishna starting. Thank you, Krishna, for starting. There's always a problem in starting trouble. Then we have Bliko, we have Meenakshi, we have Raji. Krishna, Bliko, Meenakshi, and Raji. Let us start. Yes, Krishna.
So I think so. This is a trial, but like I think only humans are not in their natural state of being. Our natural state of being is Satchit Ananda, but that's our Swadharma. But we are away from our natural state of being, whereas birds or everyone, every other of our life forms are in their natural state of being. I can give an analogy. For example, an elephant. 2000 years before also it was a vegetarian animal. Today also it's a vegetarian. We are changing our habits, we are not in our natural state. So one aspect is in eating.
Good. I like your imagination with the elephants. So it's also. But the fact is that human beings are unhappy. We don't doubt
Yeah, because we are not
that.
following Swadharma, the state of being, the natural state of being.
I think as I don't when I start a topic, I don't know what the answers are, and more as I start, the answers keep appearing. So Bliko, let's see where we are going to go today. Bliko, why do human beings remain unhappy and stressed out when others possessing life are quite happy and peaceful? Bliko,
Shivoham, everybody. This question is little bit tricky.
mm.
It has a seems to be. You use the word seems to be happy. They are, how can they are not happy or they are not peaceful?
Elephant is not
Animals,
peaceful. What Krishna said, elephant is
animals.
peaceful.
No, first I am talking about animals.
Uh-huh.
Other than animal, other than human being seems to be happy and peaceful, but they are just outside appearance looks like happy and peaceful. But they are suffering for many things. They are running for every day for food and enemies, and they are protecting their children, and they are very worried every now and then. So they are not peaceful. They are not in happy state. They are living natural life, and that is like it's called bhog yoni. So they are programmed in a way. They have no intellect. The first of all, ignorance is the bliss, right? So that ignorance of bliss, they are seems to be happy and peaceful, but they are not happy. They are not peaceful. And human being
So you are saying
have
first of all that
intellect.
you're not agreeing to the point that animals are peaceful.
Yeah,
So
100%.
they're more miserable than human beings. You
Then
mean
human being, then
they are more
human being,
miserable? Areva,
not be able, because they have no
areva.
intellect. They have no progress. 100 years before, elephant is living like that, and today also they are living like that. But look at the human being. They were came on the earth without clothes and nothing to feed themselves, and they developed in such a way and dominated the whole planet. That's the difference of intellect.
Okay, thank you, Bliko.
Happiness is different subject, because happiness is the peace of mind,
So
and
what do you
that
feel?
comes.
You feel you're denying the question itself. You're saying the question that others,
No,
human beings are not happy and animals are happy. You're saying animals also are unhappy. That's what you're saying.
yes,
Okay,
they are
thank
also
you.
unhappy, equally unhappy.
Done. Meenakshi, what do you have to say? You are like with Krishna or with Bliko, or you have your own analogy. Meenakshi,
Um, yeah, hi, sir, Shivam.
Shivam, bolo.
No, sir, I think human beings are more miserable. Like uh, because in animals there is lack of strong desires. Human are
Okay.
wanting more and more and more. So that is why I think they are more miserable. They're not happy. They are not content. They are not satisfied with what they have. They want to reach to one, to second, to third, to fourth, and it's never ending. So I think that is why they are more miserable. Animals, in if I talk about animals, they only want food. If they are getting food, then they are okay. So I
Okay.
think so.
So I'm confused. No, no, now we have got tic tac toe. Let's see. Thank you, Meenakshi. But I think you've given a clear picture. So Meenakshi says human beings are more unhappy, and I think Krishna said similarly to what you said, that elephant is happy. But you're not saying anything like that. But you're saying why human beings are unhappy. You're giving your analogy like that. Correct? Thank you, Raji. What do you feel, Raji?
Shivam Guruji.
Sure.
Yes,
What you're feeling?
animals are more happy and peaceful because human beings they keep on thinking about future for their children, grandchildren, more children, this. Whereas animals they are satisfied with what they have today. Animals they don't have any karmas. They are human beings they keeping on creating karmas, so they are unhappy and miserable. Whereas animals are they are as it is, they don't worry for tomorrow. Whatever they get, they are satisfied with it.
So you are agreeing that animals are happy, but human beings
Correct.
are unhappy. Correct?
Correct. Correct.
I am quite ignorant. Let me see. Let me learn from you all. Today I am going to learn from you all. Samatma, Samatma and Anjali. Samatma, what do you think?
Really, in human beings, what happens, the ruling factor is the mind, which plans and plans for the future. And
Yeah.
in that, we have so many desires and expectations. And we are never living in the moment. That is why when these things are not fulfilled, we become unhappy.
But birds are living in the moment. Birds are flying in the
Yes, the
moment.
animals are living in the moment because I don't think they are ruled by mind. They are never planning. Whatever comes in front of them, they eat. They sleep when they want. They eat when they want. They are actually not troubled by anything. So they are much happier than us. And even there's a flow of unconditional love from them, which is lacking in most of the human beings.
Okay, interesting. This discussion is more interesting than I thought. Thank you. Let me ask Anjali. Anjali, what do you think, Anjali?
Namaste, Guruji. What
Namaskar.
I had read, Guruji, is that Earth has deliberately been created as as a very difficult experience for us beings, so that as we evolve through each level, first as mineral, then as plant, then um, as animals, and then finally into the human incarnations. So it has been and then the human incarnation is the most difficult and the most miserable, so that we come into a higher level of consciousness, and then we start craving for enlightenment.
So you're sharing something based on some learning that human beings, well, finally they will crave for enlightenment because they are so miserable. That's the reason that they start craving for
Yeah,
enlightenment.
and I mean, like, we've been reincarnating like, through all the evolution of the
So
birds and animals.
none of you is wrong. None of you is wrong. I'm trying to get to put all this into one mala. I'm trying to weave.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So we
Anjali.
have we have
Yeah, tell me, tell
specially
me.
been designed. We've been specially designed to have like a body which is easily falls sick, easily is hurt,
But
injured.
the dog doesn't fall sick. Fish doesn't fall sick. Buffalo doesn't fall sick.
Yeah, but they are also miserable. So we're growing into higher and higher levels of consciousness,
But today's
and
question is, why are human beings more miserable and
because
unhappy?
we're reached a higher level of consciousness
But
when we
animals tend to be happy and peaceful.
yeah, because when we reincarnated as cats and dogs, we just knew hunger and pain, and that's it. And
Nothing more.
now nothing more.
Now you want Mercedes Benz and you want wine and you want lobster and you want.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Very interesting. Thank you, Rutanu. Let's move and let's see whether we can get to some learning today. Rutanu, Vanita, Rajendra.
Shivam Guruji.
Bolo.
Guruji, human beings are more miserable because animals, they just need the basic necessities of life, but we always need more and more. We have greed, and we also have mind. The thoughts trouble us, whereas animals don't have mind to trouble them.
But if
Thoughts
if
to
my
trouble them.
stomach but if my stomach pains, I can go to doctor and tell the doctor my stomach is paining. But if my dog's stomach is paining, my dog cannot go and tell the doctor. The dog cannot go and tell the doctor, my stomach is paining.
That is there.
Think about it, Vanita. There's a different analogy. Vanita, Rajendra, Aham sip.
The first thing why we are unhappy is because of desire. If we cut the desire, we will remain at peace. Desire is the main cause for our unhappiness because there is no contentment. We always want more and more and more. There is no end to it. That is the cause of your unhappiness. And as far as animals,
You are saying desire is a cause of unhappiness.
yes.
I give my dog a chew to eat, a chew. And 1 hour before I give the chew, is jumping for the chew. And the dog also has desire.
But if it doesn't get, it doesn't make any noise that way.
Like
if it gets it, it enjoys. But otherwise,
so what's your answer?
so this is the main cause for our unhappiness.
Desire.
Desire is the main cause.
Why? So Vanita's answer is desire. Thank you, Vanita. Rajendra, Aham sip bliss.
Shivam sir.
Sir.
Sir, my take is that we remain more unhappy than animals. I don't say that they must not be unhappy. They must be also unhappy, but lesser than we people. That lesser than the people around. Because of the intellect, human beings remain unhappy because they live in a state of attachment and desire all along the life. Because of this state, this desire and attachment cause misery. Animals don't have desire and or attachment, or apparently seem to be less unhappy than the human beings.
How do you know animals? How do you know animals don't have attachment?
Apparently, it seems that they have less attachment.
Okay, thank you. Aham sip. Thank you. Very crisp answer. Rajendra nowadays gives. Rajendra, Aham sip. Unmute Aham sip and mute the other. Aham sip.
Soham, Guruji, and everyone else. I don't think that animals and other beings are not unhappy at all, and they don't have sufferings because of their bad karmas. Only they get that species, and so they can not be certainly always happy and without any miseries and sufferings. They also fall sick, bodily sufferings they do have, and I have also seen that when you have pets at home, there is jealousy amongst them also. If you are more adorable to one pet, then the other does feel jealousy.
Of course, there's a lot of jealousy. Yes.
Yes. So those feelings are amongst them also. So those are causing them also misery, etc. But the thing is that human being, because it's controlled by mind and desires, if you fulfill one desire, he aspires for more and more and more. So that's why he's more unhappy as compared to other species. But both are unhappy at one time or the other. The only benefit the human beings have is that they can realize the truth and they can be, attain the position of Satchit Anand. They can aspire for that. And
thank you. I am very focused. Bliss, Dr. Krishan Chidanand. Bliss, Dr. Krishan Chidanand.
Hi, Shwam, dear Shwam, everyone.
Tell me.
I am right to you. You can read, please. It's
You
more easy
have right.
for me.
You have right to me. Yes, ready. So Bridget says, Bliss, I believe that modern slavery to possessions makes us unhappy, and living in harmony with nature, animals, and the beauty of life around us make us happier. They are in constant union with divine energy. So animals are in constant union with divine energy. Seems like that, right?
Yes,
so
it's
if you have to choose to be human being or dog, what would you prefer to be?
I will, I will, I would like to spend more time with dog, but I don't have anyone now. But a share life with dog is very peaceful and lovely and sharing for love because they are the only one on the planet they show us unconditional love. You know it. And I think where we are in country, it's more peaceful than be in big city because we don't have the link with the hurt.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Bliss. Bliss is saying
Thank
that
you.
animals are in divine nature and we human beings are in bhoga, in samsara. That's why. Dr. Krishan, Chidanand, Sarala.
Shivam Guruji, according to
Yes.
me, ignorance, avidya is the main reason. Due to avidya, we develop mind that's stuck us and give us stress and unhappiness. The animals are still trusting on God. That's why even 10 quintal food available for a shark, 1 gram food available for a chiti, but only due to avidya, human develop themselves and running behind the desires due to ignorance, due to developing of mind. He's struggling in stress and he that's the main cause of his happiness unhappiness.
Okay. Okay. Interesting facts. Chidanand, thank you, Krishan. Chidanand, Sarala, Shair.
Sure, Guruji.
Sir. Chidanand. Unmute Chidanand. Unmute Chidanand. Yes, Chidanand. Please speak.
Sure, Guruji.
Yes, sir.
Can you
Please
hear me
speak,
now?
Chidanand. Yes, yes.
Yeah, humans have got the third brain that is called frontal cortex, where there is power of cognition, which is not in any animals.
One second, I can't hear you.
And
One,
look at
Chidanand, I can't hear you. 1 second. Why is going to air 5G? Hear me? Hey, Chidanand,
I hear you.
can you please start, Chidanand? Sorry for that.
You can hear me now?
Yes, yes. Please continue.
Yeah, humans have got a third brain, which is the frontal cortex, where the power of cognition is the highest. Animals don't have it. This is the biological aspect of a mind human body complex. That's the reason why even our Shastras say human is a yoga yogi, where the sense of it is fully developed and has got the brain can invent a language, has got memory powers which can carry. So when we say MN, it carries all your memories. So it's a body mind complex in human. Is extremely developed emotionally, intellectually, and all cognitive powers are at the maximum.
So
And
is that the reason why we suffer
whereas in
more?
animals,
Is
they
that
miss all.
is that the reason why we
We
suffer
suffer
more?
more. No, we suffer more because of our ignorance. Animals, they just live and where whatever karma we create in human birth,
So
we have to come to exhaust our karma.
are animals not ignorant?
Animals are absolutely ignorant, unintelligent level of realizing what else. So it is a part of divine what we call lila, where
Okay.
you are allowed
I'm not
karma
sure if
and you go over
I'm
discharging
not
them.
sure if my connection is okay or Chidanand's connection is not okay. If my connection is okay,
I am not in. So
Chidanand is up
my
and down, or
connection is a problem.
okay, okay, Chidanand, thank
Yes.
you. You're coming up and down. But who's after Chidanand? Is it Sarla? Yes, Sarla. Sarla Premchand Rumataji.
Sivoham, AiR and others.
Yes, Sarla.
We
Please
have
tell
we
us.
have mind we have mind and desires, whereas animals don't have. Then
Correct.
they are conscious and they live in the moment, whereas humans are not. Then humans are greedy and animals are not. That is my this thing, my
No, you're
understanding.
absolutely right. But many people have given answers, so Sadhana, we will try to put them together, okay? Thank you. Prem
Thank you.
Chandji.
Thank you.
Prem Chandji. Prem Chandji.
Yes, sir. Shivam Gurudev.
Sure. Boliye.
So far, animals concerned, they have come just to complete their matlab, term as per their what you do say karma.
But why are human beings more unhappy?
Human beings are, but first of all, they are treating this sansar as a satya. So all bad things of that satya, like agony of ego, competition, ईर्ष्या, द्वेष, जलन, तो ये सब उन आदमियों को जरूरत से ज्यादा दुखी करती हैं जितना उनको दुखी होना चाहिए. Animals do not have intellect, जबकि we have intellect and we use it, and we use it.
Even dogs get jealous.
We have made them, we have made them jealous. Otherwise, if we do not interfere in their life, then you won't find even a single dog jealous.
Yeah, that's you're right. You are right. Intelligent answer. Thank you, Prem Chandji. Very intelligent answer. We have got a human being has got jealousy.
So I want to say one thing. This is due to the first thing, that the ignorance. We are treating this sansar as a mother true. So all competition, all bad things of the thing we use. We can't fulfill our desires.
Okay, good. Thank you, Prem Chandji.
We are always in competition.
Thank you. We have many answers. I don't know if we have time today or not, but let's quickly go through. Rumataji, Sukeshini, Krishna. Krishna is not finished still today. Finish one round over. Okay, Krishna's round 2. Rumataji, Sukeshini.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Boliye.
Guruji, I don't know whether you will agree with my answer or not. I think, Guruji, human beings are very selfish. They are selfish to such an extent that they don't leave animals also. For taste, they are killing goats, fish, chicken, they have. And secondly, they draw what you call from navel of the deer, they are collecting kasturi, and they kill them by tricks. If the animal has got intelligence, then he would not be come in their under control. So I think human beings are not happy, and they don't let animals also remain happy.
But why are human beings more happier than animals? वो आपने नहीं कहा.
Because they can use their intelligence, they can choose whatever they want to do.
So they should be happier, na?
But they are living in ignorance.
Okay. Lot of people are using the word ignorance. Thank you, Rumataji. Sukeshini, Bala. Krishna will wait for round 2. Sukeshini, Bala, Nichani, Girish, Shayad.
Good evening, sir. Human beings comparatively are very unhappy because of how much ever they get, their desires are not fulfilled, and they are always living in the past and thinking about the future, and always cribbing. Because of that, they keep on creating karmas, and they are having a continuous, getting into the human life and suffering. Whereas animals live in the moment, they are never cribbing. Whatever they get, they are satisfied. There must be some kind of course, emotions and all, but definitely they are much happy.
Much happier. Thank you, Sukeshini. Bala, क्या बोलना है आपको? सच है क्या? Human beings are more unhappy. सच है क्या?
प्रणाम गुरुजी.
प्रणाम.
पहले बनी प्रारब्ध, फिर बना शरीर. जो वो अपने प्रारब्ध का सब कुछ लेके आता है, पर हमें भगवान पर भरोसा नहीं है, इसीलिए वी स्टार्ट कलेक्टिंग. साल का अनाज भरते हैं, जो भी है फ्रीज डंप करके रखते हैं. मतलब इतना जरूरत भी नहीं है हमारे को ये चीजों का, पर हमारे को आज कल परसों इसकी चिंता है. इसकी वजह से वी आर अनहैप्पी, वी आर जस्ट वर्किंग, मालूम ही नहीं हम लोग क्यों कर रहे हैं. और मतलब भगवान पे, हाँ, एंड एनिमल्स दे जस्ट ईट, दे जस्ट फिनिश इट ऑफ और खत्म हो गया. मतलब हम लोग वो उठा के भी लेके जाएंगे, घर में स्टोर भी करेंगे और फिर उसको,
कुत्ता को फ्रिज भी नहीं है ना, कुत्ते के पास फ्रिज भी नहीं है.
कोई ना. और ह्यूमन के पास कॉन्शियस है, फिर भी वो उसका विवेक खो देता है, क्योंकि उसको स्पिरिचुअलिटी या फिर जो भी ये सब चीजें रियलाइजेशन ही नहीं है कि मैं यहाँ से जाने वाला हूँ. उसको लगता है मैं इधर ही रहने वाला हूँ, इसीलिए वो सब कुछ इकट्ठा करता है एंड इज नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट द रीबर्थ. उसको कुछ भी चिंता नहीं है, इसीलिए वो दुखी है. और अभी जैसे हम लोग ये जूम कॉल पे आते हैं, जैसे जैसे मालूम पड़ता है ये चीजें, वी आर आउट ऑफ दैट वे गुरुजी ना, कि बस अभी बस अब हमारे को मोमेंट में रहना है, मोमेंट को ही वाव बनाना है एंड बस बाकी का कुछ सोचना नहीं. दैट्स व्हाई वी आर हैप्पी. और उनका प्रॉब्लम है, उनको बहुत क्या उसको बोलते हैं, हम लोग उनके लेवल तक नहीं जा सकते गुरुजी. मतलब अभी झगड़े भी होते तो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि यू आर फाइटिंग लाइक अ डॉग. मतलब वो उनके एरिया में भी किसी को आने नहीं देता है. ही इज थिंकिंग दैट ही इज द किंग, राइट. तो मतलब वी कंपेयर
हमारे ग्रुप में इतने मास्टर है, 25 लोगों का आज मास्टर के ऊपर मास्टर के ऊपर मास्टर. ओके, थैंक यू बाला. निचाने आपका क्या है मास्टर निचाने? Why human beings are more happy than animals and birds and insects? What do you feel, Ashok Nichani?
Shivam Sirji.
Sir.
Sirji, human beings, they are living with greed, desires, and comparison. They compare to others. Whereas the animals, they are living with the nature, what they have been given. Human beings have a choice, but they are, because of the intellect, they don't use, so they go into the wrong directions. Whereas animals don't have a choice.
So this is what even Bliss told. Correct. Good answer. Okay. Thank you,
Nature,
Ashok.
nature.
Thank you, Ashok. Thank you, Girish, Master, Girish and Shaib.
There is no comparative evidence to prove who is more happier and who is more stressed out. With that evidence made available, the conclusion arrived at by this question can be properly answered.
Girish is in consciousness. Girish is saying, how can you... I think Bliko also came with that answer. Bliko said animals are... Bliko took another theory. He said animals are more unhappier. I think Bliko said like that. So Girish is saying, first you bring the analysis, then we will discuss. Till you don't bring the analysis, we are also behaving like animals.
But one point, no doubt, no evidence is needed. Humans are suffering and they remain unhappy. But we have the instruments to overcome that, whereas animals or non-human beings sadly do not possess it.
Good. I'm happy that Girish at least is in coming to consciousness and saying there is no evidence. But other people think that there's evidence. Thank you, Girish. Shair, आपका क्या बोलना है, Shair?
Shivam, thank you, Girish. You gave the good point. I was also thinking कि कुत्ते को कुत्ता बोलते करके नहीं मालूम सर, और हम कंपेयर कर रहे बोला है ना. Even we don't know. And secondary thing is, okay, we believe that animal life is they are only just to finish their karma, but human has potential to finish and accumulate new karma and get moksha. So in case there is no comparison, because now if dog is waving his tail, it does not mean it is happy. It may be that it is not fearing you. That first. So they live mostly in fear. Ahara, bhaya, nidra, maithuna. 4 things. Buddhi itself is what makes man is. So maybe like we are discussing, they may also be discussing in a Zoom call. I don't know. अब उनके Zoom call में enter करना पड़ेगा.
कुत्ते को Zoom call है क्या?
हो सकता है सर, हमें नहीं मालूम ना.
फिर वो डिवाइस क्या है उनका, कुत्ते का डिवाइस? Okay, I think Girish and you should have a Zoom call separately to discuss. Both have come. Okay, thank you, Lakshmi, and then round number 2. But first we'll go Lakshmi, and then let me give you what is my learning of today. Then Krishna. After that, Krishna, Bliko, and Rajendra, please wait. Krishna, Bliko, Rajendra. Yes, Lakshmi.
So as human beings, we are very much attached for this materialistic world.
But whereas animals, wherever you leave them, they are happy.
Okay, Lakshmi, the point I am thinking is as follows. Okay, all of you have given very good answers. Thank you. First of all, my first point is including Lakshmi and all of you. Thank you very much, and we will give chance for you all to come in second round. Krishna, Bliko, and Rajendra. But before that, why do human beings remain unhappy and stressed out? We know why. We know human beings are unhappy because of mind, ego, desires, all these things. Whereas, uh, whereas other life creatures seem to remain happy. Girish is right. How can we prove that they are unhappy, that they remain happy and peaceful? We cannot say a buffalo is happy or peaceful. But you know what is my answer today? You know what is my answer today, all of you? Are you ready to listen to me? Or you are making me another animal like a dog barking? Or are you ready to listen to me? When somebody asked me the question, Girish, Rumataji, Ashok Nichani, when somebody asked the question, Chidanand, why do human beings remain unhappy and stressed out, whereas other life creatures remain unhappy? Because human being is bothered about others. Because human being is not to be bothered why the hell other animals are happy or not happy. It's not our bloody business. It's not our business. Yesterday, I told somebody who asked me what is happening in Kali Yuga and Treta Yuga and Satya Yuga. It's not our business. We are unhappy and there is no comparison. Girish is right. We cannot say we are more or less unhappy to animals, but no doubt we are unhappy. No doubt we are unhappy because we are not living life in the moment. Live life moment by moment. We are not making the best of today. We are poking our nose into all other business, whether cat is happy or not, dog is happy or not. Why are we bothered about cat and dog? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it our business? Is it our business? The answer I would have given if somebody asked me why are human beings being, I say I don't care about other people being happy or unhappy. I am not bothered whether human beings are more or less unhappy. Only I am bothered about one thing. Why I am unhappy, how can I overcome my unhappiness? How can I be liberated from the triple suffering on earth? And how can I be free from the cycle of death and rebirth? Whether dog is suffering or cat is suffering or tree is suffering, that God has created. I have not made, we should not make the dog suffer. We should not kick a dog. We should not pull the cat's tail. We should not chop a tree ruthlessly. That's a different matter. But correct me if I'm wrong. Did you understand what's my answer to today's question? It is not this question. When somebody asks you a question, is whiskey better or rum is better? Say, I'm not interested in your foolish question whether whiskey is better or rum is better. I am not interested in this. I'm not worried about the spirit. I'm not worried about the spirit in the bottle. I am worried about the divine that is within, the spirit that is within. And we are not going to get into an argument whether single malt is better or double malt is better. We go to a party and people are discussing which whiskey is better. How does it matter? How does it matter? My dear friends, I am giving you a very important thing today. Today's session is teaching us this. Whenever there is a discussion which is irrelevant, please leave. Please leave the discussion. Whenever there's an argument which is irrelevant, please leave the argument. Why are you wasting your time on irrelevant matters which will sink you in bhoga? Why can't we forget whether animals are happy, not happy, less happy, more happy? Now I'm throwing the floor back to you. I hope my answer is clear. If you've not understood my answer, please ask me. I'm saying, why do human beings remain unhappy and stressed out, whereas others, no, because human being is bothered about others. Human being must shut up and not be bothered about others. Human being should only focus about my liberation, my ecstasy, my Satchidanand. I am not bothered with the dog has such. Somebody is wondering whether the dog has Zoom calls or not. I don't care if dog has Zoom call or dog has boom call. I don't care what is this. I am interested only in my liberation and my emancipation. I want to be free. Krishna, Bliko, Rajendra.
Yes, sir. Now you have given a different perspective. One thing, sir, when we get a question in the Zoom call, we never think it's an irrelevant question, one. So we think in that, in that.
No, it's a relevant, Krishna. It's a relevant question to make us
No,
realize.
yeah.
No, it's a relevant question to make us realize that we should not be caught in irrelevant questions.
Yes, but when this question came, the learning we have is we are learning from nature, we are learning from animals, because I still maintain my answer. Whenever you are out from your natural state of being, it causes suffering. Even if an elephant, like I'm telling the elephant example, if it is out from the forest, it suffers. But again, I wanted to tell you this point because I have read about the blue zone where people are happy and they live, the average age is 100 years, and the research is going on why people in the blue zone are happy. So I wanted to, again, they go into their natural state of living.
Do you think everybody in the blue zone is living 100 years?
Not. No, that is your intelligence. No, but when you take an average, it gives you more insights to how to live.
And if you live 100 years, will you be more happier than one who lives for 80 years?
They are living a quality 100 years. They are not just extending their life how we do.
You know something, Krishna? Somebody spoke to me about the blue zone when I was in Singapore. I think Singapore comes under blue zone.
Singapore comes, yeah.
So
Right.
somebody in Singapore was very proud. You know, we are living in blue zone and we are the our best zone in the world. आ गया ना, ego आ गया ना, ego आ गया, अभी suffering शुरू हो गया.
Yeah, see, everything you have to taste with a bit of, it's not a complete answer, but still the average.
But I hope you got the learning for today's session. Today's session learning is, please don't get into an irrelevant discussion, because an irrelevant discussion or comparison is only taking us away from yoga and taking us into bhoga. You know, I'm telling you, 99% of the people in this world are caught in irrelevant question and answers.
Right, right.
So today's learning for me is only this. That's why I selected this question. Somebody asked the question. I selected the question. What Girish said is also correct. Girish said there is no concrete or clear evidence whether a snake is happier or cat is happier or rat is happier or dog is happier or man. And I'm saying it's not even relevant to find out, because our concentration, Krishna and the rest, is for our happiness, our Satchidanand, our freedom from suffering. Let us concentrate on that subject. Thank you, Krishna, for your second round. We have got Bliko and Rajendra. Anybody has got questions? This is the last round, last time for questions. Bliko, Rajendra, anybody wants to ask questions? Please tell us now. Bliko and Rajendra.
So sure, your answer is very much accepted, because we don't have to indulge in irrelevant question answer and wasting our time, which is very precious. Human birth is a precious gift from divine, and if we don't make use of that and get enlightened, it's a waste of time. So we should not worry about blue zone, red zone, green zone. We should worried about my own zone. If I am in the right zone.
Somebody's asking me now. I'm sitting in the garden and I'm doing Zoom call. Why it's starting to rain now? Now imagine this question. Now I'm sitting in the garden and I'm doing Zoom call. Zoom call is still not over. Why God is making rain 5 minutes before Zoom call is over?
This is an indication of mind, how powerful mind is taking us away from the focus.
We are caught in thought, because when we are caught in thought, we become miserable. We are shifting into a yesterday which is gone and a tomorrow not yet born, and we are losing the present moment most of the time. If you look today, how much time did you spend in Satchit Anand today?
Correct.
How much time you're worried about what you have to do tomorrow and what you have to do day after tomorrow and what you have to do next week, and your whole today is lost because of yesterday and tomorrow.
Yeah, 90% time is wasted because of this mind business. Mind is taking us away everywhere.
So my submission for you all today is, today's only learning is this: when there's a question coming to you, so many people ask me question in Quora. And sometimes I look at the question. They got some 150 million views in Quora, 150 million or more. But very often I tell them, my Quora assistant, I said not relevant. She said, sir, what is your answer to this question? I say not relevant.
Not relevant. Yeah, perfect.
Because so we should not get caught in irrelevant matters. This is my submission to you all today. Rajendra, and then I'll close it. Rajendra, Meenakshi. Sir Rajendra and Meenakshi, last two questions. Unmute Rajendra. Yeah.
Sir, with a lot of reverence to your reply, sir, I have one more idea on this, because of it's just because of mind only, that worldly happiness is only because of mind. Suppose we throw a stone on a dog, he comes at our doorstep and we throw a stone and he runs away, he is hurt, he runs away barking. And you will find after 1 hour and a half, he comes to our doorstep and in the same way as he would have been there. तो ऐसा लगता है कि वो भूल गया है वो, he is, because the pain with these people, non-humans, is temporary. It is temporary because there is no clutter. Mind develop नहीं होता है उनमें. That is why the unhappiness ज़्यादा देर तक रहती नहीं है. Whereas humans being वो उनमें वो शरा, jealousy, हसद जो भी है, जितनी भी इसके traits है, वो because उससे mind develop होता है, and that remains there and they remain in the state of unhappiness always. It's only because of mind only, because probably mind doesn't develop in these animals.
So we are very clear the mind is making us suffer, but today we have to learn one thing. When the mind is poking its nose in an irrelevant question, Rajendra, with your intellect, you pull your nose out. Very often, I'll tell you something what happens. I'll give you an example. Okay? You're walking in the road. You're walking in the road. How often you've seen two people are beating each other? Hey, Sala, hey, Pala, hey, Sala. Four people stop. Kya hua? Kyun maar raha hai? And then they are watching the tamasha. And another 8 people stop. Pala, tapa, tap, 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 tap. And then you also stop. And you say, kya hua? You like, kya hua? Kyun maar raha hai? Hota hai ki nahi hota hai?
Sometimes we take our hands also and we put a slab on the other one.
Yeah, we are when we know, and sometimes when you come forward, you get a slap from those two people.
Yeah.
So we need to get out of the mess, and we need to live with happiness. So, my dear friends, I know that we are a very unique lot in this group. If you go back to your friends and family, they will laugh at you. Doesn't matter. But you be in Satchit Anand. If your friends and family are not able to be in consciousness, you don't lose your consciousness. Because there is eternal bliss in truth consciousness. Please don't lose it. Okay, I believe last two questions. Meenakshi and Krishan.
Hi, sir. No, sir, I think I got the answer from the last conversation. I was about to ask that how do we discriminate that is it the relevant question or not? Then I got the answer. You put out, you use your intellect, and then
So you got the answer for yesterday's question, na? क्या फर्क पड़ता है त्रेता युग, गीता युग, पुत्ता युग, शुत्ता युग? क्या ये युग है कि नहीं है? Meenakshi, with your intelligence, you realize anybody can prove it.
Yes, sir.
Nobody in the world can prove कितना युग है, कहाँ युग था. It's just like somebody saying, my Janam Patri is connected to the movement of the Mars. अरे कैसे movement of the Mars? यार Mars उधर है, हमें पता भी नहीं वो Mars है या क्या है, लेकिन हमने उसको एक नाम दे दिया और हमारा जन्म पत्र उसे अटका दिया.
Yes.
And then we say you are what do you call this? What is that girl who can't get married? क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
Manglik.
You are big. क्या ये मांगलिक, शांगलिक, शनि, and all this nonsense, and we get caught. See, all these are the subjects of today's question answer. Don't listen to this manglik and don't listen to this Rahu Kalam and don't listen to this Shani and stop it. Just be peaceful and be compassionate and kind and loving.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Got
Krishan,
it, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Krishan, last question.
Sir, only one conclusion, that trust on God. Trust on God, because every animal or every Jivatma who is live on this earth, they trust on the God and they find their food and everything for them, health and each and everything. Only human is struggling because he is not struggling, he is not trusting on the God. He create these stress and all these misery for himself.
So correct, but it is most unfortunate that we human beings having intelligence, we are still caught in irrelevant questions. We still believe the lies that God lives in the skies. We believe that God is an old man with a long white beard. हम ये नहीं पूछते हैं. You know, I was just studying the monotheistic religions, abhi war chal raha hai, all the religions of the monotheistic beliefs are coming from one Abraham. Ek hi Abraham hai. वो Abraham से ये religions have come and they are all fighting and killing each other. Not that we are any better here in India, but मतलब एक दूसरे से मारता है, पीटता है. कि हम ये नहीं जानते, we don't realize that there is God, there is sip in one and all. There is sip. Sip is in everybody, but we are beating people. We are killing people. We are hating people, not realizing sip is in all. So my dear friends, my answer, my final conclusion before I close today, try to experience sip in one and all. There only sip is. Many of you gave the answer avidya, ignorance, a good answer. And Girish said, why should we come? We don't have any comparison between animals and, but Girish, we don't even need to have a comparison. I hope you got my point, Girish. We need comparison for relevant matters. And our relevant matter is only one thing. Mukti, moksha, Satchidanand, sip. Let us evolve. Let us today stop for 5 minutes and reflect and make a resolution. Let us commit that we will not get carried away by irrelevant questions, even if it is by AiR in Zoom. If AiR asks an irrelevant question, tell Mr. AiR, your question is irrelevant today. This should be your first question, whether the question by AiR has got sense or nonsense. If the question is nonsense, you must first say, today's question is nonsense. And you are allowed to say that. With folded hands, I bow down to you.